What if you could use the future perfect and the future continuous in English without stopping to think? Because for many learners, will be doing and will have done are really confusing. So in this lesson, I'll explain the difference clearly. And after the grammar explanation, I'll walk you through real situations from my own life where both tenses come up naturally. By the way, if you want extra practice, this lesson comes with a full transcript and study guide. Just check the link in the description or scan this QR code here on the screen. Let's start with the future continuous. The future continuous is a continuous tense, which means it uses be plus the main verb with ing. Since it's future, we will add will. The structure is will plus be plus verb with ing. This tense describes an action that will be in progress at a specific moment in the future. I will be driving to work at 7:30 tomorrow morning. That's the action that is going to be happening at that exact moment in the future. Now, the future perfect. It is a perfect tense, which means it uses have plus past participle. And since it's future, we also add will. The structure is will plus have plus past participle. This tense emphasizes that an action will be completed before a specific time in the future. I will have finished the project by 5 o'clock tomorrow. So the project will be completed before or at 5 o'clock. Let's look at the key differences. This is where it clicks. Look at the same time and action with both tenses. At 5 o'clock tomorrow, I will be cooking dinner. So I'm in the middle of cooking at that future moment. By 5 o'clock tomorrow, I will have cooked dinner. Dinner is already done and finished by or before 5 o'clock. Now let's look at some common expressions that we use with each tense. So starting with the future continuous, I want you to think at the moment, but in the future. So it's happening at the moment in the future. And for this reason, we're going to use expressions like at this time tomorrow, at 7 a.m. tomorrow, this time next Friday, this time next year. And let's look at some examples with these expressions. At this time tomorrow, I will be teaching an English class. At 7 a.m. tomorrow, I will be getting ready for work. This time next Friday, I will be hanging out with my friends. And then we have the future perfect, right? So the common expressions with this tense, I want you to think about before a deadline. The deadline is in the future, and we will do this action in the future before that deadline. And for that reason, we're going to often use expressions with by, because we're going to complete that action before or at the time, okay, but not after. For example, we can use things like by tomorrow, by the end of the week, by 2030, by the time. So here are some examples. I will have sent the email by tomorrow. I will have turned in the project by the end of the week. By 2030, I will have started a family. By the time you arrive, I will have already finished dinner. So let's just review real quick, and then I'll go ahead and get into my personal life using these examples. So remember, use the future continuous when you want to describe what will be happening at a future moment, in that specific moment. And use the future perfect when you want to describe what will be completed before a future moment. So let's start with my house construction, because this is one of the biggest things happening in my life right now, and I can make some really good examples using this one. So my wife and I started building a house in the countryside a few years ago, and we are getting really close to being able to move in. I predict that we will have moved in by the end of this year, hopefully by the end of summer. But there is a little problem. The main issue keeping us from being able to move out there is the internet. We're waiting for the internet company to come out and install some posts so that we'll be able to get the internet hooked up from that company. But they've really been dragging their feet. We've been talking to them since November, and right now it's May. So it's been like 6 months and they still can't give us a timeline. So it's not very promising. So we're actually looking into other options, maybe like getting Starlink, but we're still talking to the internet company and hopefully, fingers crossed, they start the project because there's like 5 other families in the area that are also interested in getting internet. So we'll see if we wait for the internet company or just go ahead and get the Starlink. So thinking about that, we probably will have the internet installed by the end of the summer. That's at least the goal. And yeah, just unfortunately, we don't know if it will be with the local company or Starlink. Also, another thing I need to get for the house is a refrigerator. I will have bought the refrigerator by the end of June. And in terms of the house, every weekend I drive an hour and a half to get to the house, an hour and a half back. So it's about 3 hours total. So on Saturday, I will be driving to the house, looking at some other future plans that I have this week. At 5 o'clock today, I will be walking around my neighborhood. I make sure that every day I walk. I try to walk for an hour every day. And then at 8 o'clock in the morning, I will be teaching a beginner English class. Some more examples for you about my life. So I moved to Colombia in 2017. So I will have lived in Colombia for 9 years in October. Another example, my wife and I also met in 2017. So we will have been together for 10 years next year. We will probably have a special anniversary trip to celebrate together. And a final example I think we can do related to this video or me making English content for you guys in general. So this time tomorrow, I will probably be editing this video. I hope, my goal is that I will have this video published for you by next week. And final example, by the end of this video, you will have liked it and left a comment. And there you go, guys. There are some natural examples from my life. I really recommend that in the comments, you try to make your own examples with these 2 tenses. I can let you know if you did a good job. And don't forget to check out the study guide. You can do that by clicking the link in the description or scanning this QR code here on the screen. So final review here. Remember, the future continuous is to describe an action that will be in progress at a specific time in the future. And the future perfect is used to describe an action that will have already been completed before a specific future moment. And guys, thank you for listening to the Peach Teach English podcast. I'm Frankie Mesmer, your host, and this space is dedicated to taking you from B1 English to B2 English fluency and beyond. Be sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next episode.